Hi everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you all the fragrances that I hope to wear the month of September. If you saw my last video, I did talk about the fragrances I wore in August with a little bit of fall sprinkled in. And I mentioned in that video about wanting to use up some things, and I wasn't sure. I knew it was going to be a lot, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to fill that area over there or this these little risers, plastic risers I have behind me, and that's what I went with. So without further ado, let me share with you the fragrances that I hope to use up. All right, so first just want to talk a little bit about, this is going to be somewhat of a project, use it up. I know a lot of people kind of think of September as a transition month between summer and fall. Depending on where you live, you may even consider August your transition month. But here in Texas, where I live, August is actually the hottest month of the year, and September isn't far behind. It's pretty much an extension of August. So like today, it's in the 90s, so it is very hot. Still very much summer. So I'm not quite in the fall vibe yet, although I'm wanting to be, but it's just, you know, like mentally I might be, but physically it's hard to get there. So there are some fragrances that I absolutely would not wear if in 90-degree weather, but maybe I would wear on a day that's maybe rainy. September is definitely hurricane season here, so I expect we'll probably get a lot of rain, and even though it won't be chilly, I can still kind of get those fall vibes just from because it is a rainy day and I'm probably inside, and so maybe on those days I'll wear something that I normally wouldn't wear in the hotter months. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with some fragrances that I did wear in August. I'm just going to try to use these up. I'm almost finished. And by the way, I'm starting with all of my minis because I have quite a few minis. The fragrances vary, so as you will see, but these three fragrances were definitely more of your spring summer type fragrances. And the first one is Solar Shine, of course, from that collection that was duping Sol de Janeiro, and this one is Radiant Coconut and Vanilla. Still love it. It's not one of my favorites, but you know, it serves the purpose for a summery scent for me. It does have, you know, a little bit of that sunscreeny vibe to it. So if you don't like that, you might not like this, but I do like that. So this was good for me. As you can see, I am almost finished. So I will be finishing this probably in the next couple days. Anyway, so back in, I think, it was during COVID, so like 2020, 2021 is kind of when I started getting back into Bath and Body Works. And I mean, I've liked them since the 90s, but I wasn't like a regular shopper and definitely not a collector. So when I started, you know, shopping there again, mostly it was online, you know, because of COVID, but I only had, you know, maybe like 3 or 4 fragrances at a time at the most. And soon after that, that's when I started looking on Mercari and eBay for older fragrances that, you know, had been retired. And that's really how I started building my collection. So I had, by 2022, I had a pretty big collection. Not as big as, you know, some people I've seen, but a pretty big collection. You know, for me, it was like way more than I would ever use. And so I decided to do a big declutter. But anyway, I did get rid of quite a bit, and decided to just keep, you know, my favorites. Well, then I started shopping again and kind of building up, even more of a collection. Definitely not as big as it had been. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. But I guess at this point, because of, my financial situation, I am not able to shop every time there's a new collection. I'm not able to shop every time there's a sale. And when SAS came around, it was right after my birthday. So for my birthday, I asked for gift cards so I could go shopping at SAS. I've been shopping one time since then, and that was to redeem my rewards that I had earned during SAS. So this is nothing against other YouTubers. It's kind of gotten to the point where sometimes I don't really even enjoy watching others' videos because it seems like they have to have everything. And, if they have the means, to do so, that is their business. But for me, I guess it's like, I don't feel like you have to have everything, even if you're a reviewer or a content creator. I feel like, as a person who watches the content, I think I would be, I would have more respect, I think, if you were to say, you guys, I went to the store and smelled all the new stuff and none of it was for me. Or I went to the store and smelled this new stuff and really only one fragrance was worthy of buying. And here it is, rather than buy it, not even smell it, and then show it on your reaction on the screen. That does nothing for me. I don't really care. To me, I'm sitting there annoyed that you bought it when you don't even like it. So, I don't know. No shade. That just kind of annoys me about some content creators. And so I'm just here to say that obviously that is not me. You will not see me having loads and loads of haul videos. It's pretty much going to be, here's what I wore, here's my thoughts on these fragrances and whether or not I think they're worthy of staying in my collection. I'm not trying to declutter anything. I just want to use it up. And I have a lot of new fragrances to wear for fall, and unfortunately fall comes late here. So once I can get rid, use up some things, then I can focus on the new stuff. And anyway, that's just where my head is at right now. And I know people are going to disagree with me, and that's okay. It's just my opinion. So anyway, so that being said, so what I am trying to do is use up some things that I know that I already have a pretty big dent in. And I think by doing that, it will help me decide, hey, is this something that I want to go search out if it's not available in the store anymore, to get it again? If it is in the store, do I want to go get, a backup? Or is it a one and done? Or is it, I liked it for this season, but I can wait to see what things come out the next time that season rolls around. So like if I use up, a summery scent, even though I liked it, I might decide, by next summer, maybe something new has come out that I like just as well or even more. So anyway, that's just where I am right now. And so that being said, this is, the first one that I am going to be using up that's almost done. And like I have said, and I have done some shorts on, I have paired it with Tiana from the Disney Princess line, and this one is also almost done. Those two smell really nice together, and I'll also pair it sometimes with Gingham Glow. And yeah, that one is right about there, if you can see. And so those I think will be gone within the week. So let's move on to the next minis. All right, so if you have been following me or not, if this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, I have mentioned before that I'm not really a gourmand girly, which is another reason actually that I decided to start this channel, because I felt like surely there are other people that are not big gourmand fans like me. It seems like most of the YouTubers that I watch here, that I've been watching for a long time, and I absolutely love them. I just realized that a lot of them are gourmand fans, and that's just really not my vibe. It's not to say I don't like them, it's just those are usually not my favorites. So with that being said, I do have the mini in Sweetheart Cherry, which does have a nice little dent in it, because when I first got it, I thought I absolutely loved it. And I also do have the full-size body cream. Can't really tell where it is. I think it's probably about maybe halfway at this point. But like I said, when I first got it, I loved it, and then I got sick of it. And I thought I was going to declutter it. But then I was like, no, I'll go ahead and keep it. And as my fall mood is coming along, and I'm smelling re-smelling my collection again, I'm like, oh, that does smell good. So we'll see. Sometimes the gourmands, they just feel too heavy and sweet on me. But we'll see. I would like to finish it. It is definitely not a bad scent. I'm not a huge fan of cherry scents, but this is a good one. Then for another gourmand, and this is actually a Christmas scent, this is the Merry Christmas Ice Cinnamon Rolls. Again, has a nice little dent in it. This one, definitely not as heavy as the Sweetheart Cherry. It's nice. I could see myself getting in the mood for this one when it's, you know, like an overcast or rainy day. I get in the Christmas vibe very early because I love Christmas. So then in the same vein, another Christmas scent, I do have the Joy Sugared Snickerdoodle. And this one doesn't really have that much of a dent. It's like right below the label there, so it still has quite a bit to go. Probably won't finish this till around Christmas time, so, but that's okay. I can still put a dent in it if I so choose. The other one I have from the Sol de Janeiro dupe collection called Vacation Vibe, and I did mention this, I think it was my July video, that I wore it then a little bit, but it was way too gourmand for summer. This is the Whipped Pistachio and Amber, and I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I liked pistachio because I absolutely did not like pistachio glaze. That was one of the worst fragrances I've ever smelled. I'm sorry for anybody who does like that one, but this one's nice. Actually, as I'm smelling it now, I'm like, ooh, that smells pretty good. So, you know, it really depends on my mood, you guys, and the weather and my state of mind. So, all right, and then for some more minis that I don't really have any dents in yet, but they are mini size, so that's why I'm putting them in this this rotation. So the first one I have is Dressed in White, and this one is definitely more of a spring scent. Great, you know, wedding in May or June type scent is what, you know, the vibes this gives me. But you know, who knows if I feel like it. I'm thinking actually if I finish up the Solar Shine and the Tiana, and I'm left still with some Gingham Glow, might try layering it with this. I don't know, we'll see. And for a couple more gourmands, I do have Ice Lemon Pound Cake and Strawberry Pound Cake. So these came in the same collection as the Sweetheart Cherry, and that's really the only reason I got them, just to kind of line them up. I thought they looked cute together, but I'm not a big fan of the cakey scents. It's just so heavy to me, and that cakey note, and it's the same in candles. It's not just body care for me, it's candles too. When they have that cakey note, it just feels so thick and heavy. I don't know, but you know, if I'm in the mood, I might wear one of these. I have the Ghoul Friend mini that I just recently got at the last time I shopped, because it had a coupon for a free mini, and I decided to go with this one. There is a Tangle spray that my daughter used when she was little, because she had long curly hair. She was always complaining about her tangles, so we got this Tangle spray. I think it was from Suave. If I find a picture, I'll put it up right here. This smells exactly like that. Exactly the same. And yeah, so it's very shampoo-y. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I want to try it. So, and then the last mini I have is a Diamond Shimmer Mist in Winter Candy Apple. I'll be honest with you. It's smelling good to me now. I think it's the cinnamon. Usually I get more of the apple, and apple perfume fragrances kind of tend to give me a headache. So I'm actually not exactly sure why I have this. The only thing I can figure is because this is from Holiday Traditions 2022, and I worked at Bath and Body Works that holiday season. So, and I do have a full size of the Twisted Peppermint that came out that year as well. So I can only assume that I was at shopping, I was working one day and decided to buy it. I don't know, it's not, I definitely like Vanilla Bean way more than this, so I'm not really sure why I bought this. I must have just been in the mood for it at the time. But like I said, right now it's smelling good to me. So I don't know, we'll see. It has a little bit of a dent, but not much. All right, you guys, so the next one is technically not a mini. I had to move this into this bottle. This is the Into the Night Diamond Shimmer Mist. I also have a lotion. I think this is probably right about there, right at the top of the faceted part, is about how full that is. My Diamond Shimmer Mist is right there, right about there. So I had to put it in this bottle because this is from 2021. They did not make the Diamond Shimmer Mists in these bottles yet. This is what they come in now. At that time, it came in the regular bottles that all the mists come in. And I guess enough people complained because they had probably the same problem I had, which was eventually it would not spray anymore. And I think the glitter was getting caught in the little sprayer. I ended up having to get a big wrench or pliers or whatever you call it to open it. And if you've ever done that before, you know you can't put it back together. So once you open it, you have to put it in another vessel. And so I had this little bottle, and that's what I put it in, and I trimmed the label and stuck it on here. So that's why it looks like this. But this is, it's it's one of my all-time favorite scents. And I mean, it is a heavy scent. It's definitely a fall winter scent, but I love it. And it's still, you know, it still smells good, and it's got that shimmer. This I already know, once I use this up, I am going to get a regular, just the regular, not the Diamond Shimmer Mist again, but just the regular mist in this, because it is one of my favorites. And I think it will be one that's always in my collection, which it seems like it's always going to be at Bath and Body Works. So, which is funny, because it seems like those fragrances most people kind of look over because they're always there, but really those are like some of my favorites. So, and case in point, in the Stars, this is my Diamond Shimmer Mist in this that came out in 2022. So this one has pretty good dent in it. It looks like it's right about here. By the way, what's funny is I couldn't remember exactly when I'd gotten this, but just yesterday in my Facebook memories was a picture that I had posted on my Instagram 4 years ago, and it was a picture of a package that I'd gotten from Bath and Body Works. I'd laid everything out on my coffee table, and so I'll put that picture right here if you want to see. But I had that's when I had gotten the Into the Night, and I'd gotten the body wash, but I'd also gotten the Glotion. And I guess I just wasn't thinking, you know, that glitter and glitter. I had like 2 things of glitter. I was like, why did I do that? But I used up that Glotion. I loved that. That's why I have a regular lotion now. But it was funny because I remembered having Sunrise Woods in the original packaging, and I remembered using it up, but I didn't remember that I had bought it at the same time as Into the Night. And same with You're the One, which I'll be showing in just a little bit, because I have a little bit left of that one as well. But I thought that was funny. And then I had like have minis of Open Sky, and I was like, oh, I didn't remember buying those. I mean, I remember having that fragrance, but I didn't remember that I had it in minis. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Okay, and now moving on to some of the full-size bottles that I have pretty good dents in. So I do have Pure Wonder, which is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this fragrance, and it is right about there at the bottom of the label there. This one, to me, this is a year-round scent. I think you can wear this any time of year. It just smells really pretty, just very girly. I like it, and but not not too youthful. It's like if you, I think, okay, how do I put it? If you were young and you were just getting into perfume, but you didn't want anything, you know, too much, this smelled too much like your mom, this is a great one. But it's also great if you are older and you are the mom, but you want something lighter and maybe a little bit nostalgic. I think that's why this is one of my favorites. I always say it's my number 2 now. It was my number 1 for a long time. And then I also do still have the Glotion in this, and it has pretty big dent as well. This, back then they came with the little, probably because it's a Glotion. I was gonna say the body butters don't have the little plastic cover anymore, but I bet the Glotion does, because it's messy. But anyway, has about that much left in it. For another pairing with a body butter, I do have Waikiki Beach Coconut, and this one is literally right there at the bottom of the label, so that much left. I think I can try to get through this month. We will see, because I really would like to. I do like this scent, but I don't love it anymore. And I don't think it's one that I need to keep in my collection. And when summer, or I'll say spring, because I think that's really when these tropical scents come out. Actually might even be right after Christmas sometimes. Anyway, when the new tropical comes out, I don't think I'll be buying this anymore. Now I do have the body butter that I got at Sass, so that kind of argues, you know, goes against what I just said because obviously I have way more of this left that I need to use. I'm not gonna get through this month at all, so this will still be in my collection next summer, but maybe there'll be another coconut fragrance that I can pair it with or something. I don't know. I just kind of feel a little sick of this now. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next year I'm like, oh, Waikiki Beach coconut, I need you again. Who knows? But as for right now, I'm just like, I just want to use this up. All right. And then the next ones are ones that I think I will always have in my collection. But these particular ones have pretty big dents in them. A couple of them I think I can use up. The rest of them, if I don't, it's okay because they're still kind of year-round fragrances. So the first one is 1,000 Wishes. You can see the dent right there. Yeah, this one, it's just so pretty. I just think, yeah. I mean, I know it's been out a while and like everybody has it, but it's really so pretty. And then my favorite, which is Platinum. I have used quite a bit. You can't tell because the bottle is opaque, but I can feel it's probably about halfway right now. Just absolutely love this. I do have a body wash in my shower right now. Then I'll probably be using up this month. And then I do have You're the One, which I showed in that picture. And this one is, let's see if I can tell. Let's see. It's a little less than halfway. That's usually when I can't tell, I turn it sideways. Yeah, it's a little less than halfway, so probably about right here, somewhere around here. And this one, oh, it is floral. I mean, it's rose, but it's an any time of the year rose. So if you are a rose girl, I think this is, you need to have that in your collection. The last one is Champagne Toast. I want to use this one up because I hear that they are repackaging it, and I don't know. I guess it depends on what the new package looks like, because I like the packaging they have now, but you know, I got this when they had the faceted thing back in, is this 2021? Might be 2022. Somewhere around there. But it looks like, let's see where it is. It is just under halfway full, so it's probably right around there. I don't know. I definitely don't think I'll get through it this month, but I might be able to get through it by the end of the year. We'll see. And then the last two are not from Bath & Body Works. They are actually Ariana Grande mists. And the first one is Thank You Next 2.0. This one smells so good. To me, this is the perfect blend of fruity with maybe just a hint of floral. But it's fruity, but not, you know, like gourmand fruity. It's not like in your face sugary sweet, but it is sweet. It's really hard to describe, but it's like, I don't know, it's just the perfect fruity fragrance to me. I don't know where it is. Let's see. It's just barely halfway, so I won't be finishing this one up right yet, but yeah, it's a nice, I would call this a spring summer scent, but definitely, you know, can still wear it in September here. And then the last one, of course, is Cloud. I think, as much as I love my Bath and Body Works, this is my all-time favorite scent of anything. It is, let's see, yeah. It's just probably like that much left. But I won't be sad when I use this up because I still have the perfume. So I won't be rushing out to get the mist, but once you know, if I ever get through, I don't get through perfumes as quickly as mists because I don't overspray those. But you know, once I use that up, then I'll definitely, you know, buy some more. But I'm not, you know, I'm not rushing out to get another of the mist. It's just a favorite though. So that is it, you guys. That's what I plan to. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna wear all of them. There may be some that I don't even get to at all. It's just, like I said, it's a project, use it up. I want to try to use up some of the fragrances, or as many as I can. If I can't, you know, finish up that many, then at least I can, you know, try to put dents in some. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on any of these. If you like the idea of project use it ups, if you've tried one before, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.